very, very beautiful job. This is not an easy piece at all, and I thought you brought such sensitivity and care to the way you painted this piece. So really, really bravo. So there are things to talk about because unfortunately this is not a string instrument. This is technically in the percussion family, which is, you could say that it's farther away, but at the same time you could say it's also very close because we have the command to, create like sounds of an orchestra. We have command to create sounds of a string quartet, and I would actually recommend you listen to tune recommendation. I recommend you to listen to the Ravel String Quartet. That's a wonderful piece that you can hear how many things relate to. So there are two main things I want to talk about today, and one of them is pedaling, and the other one is touch and layering. So there's a lot of notes, right? Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell me which is the main line? Awesome. Yeah. Can you do me a favor and let's just try something? Can you play just the main line and leave out the middle piece? Yeah. Because the left hand has the lower octave, right? Yeah. To do a very difficult thing, like take apart the piece. Yeah, but wonderful. There's a certain type of way we have to touch this note and these other notes. So may I? So if we want a more singing tone with the melody, we want to kind of give a little bit more of a fingertip profile, and you have to kind of imagine like you're ringing the keys like a bell so that the sound can really come out. And then the inner stuff, like this stuff, right? We want to keep it as relaxed as possible. And of course it's vibrating. It's kind of like some sort of watery brook or some sort of shimmering or something. But we want to keep it kind of a layer down under it. So you're really playing. So can you try maybe a little slower tempo, and let's see how well you can separate these voices. So if you can give a little more profile to your, your pinky finger. Get a little deeper into the key. Good. And very good. And I'm noticing a little crescendo in your bubbles. Can you keep the bubbles as far away as possible? So sing the What do you feel about this C sharp?
It's way higher than everything else.
Yes. So talk about register of the piano. We have like tinkly notes, right? So if you could really ring this one. Pre-motion and kind of dive into the key and then relax your arm after you give the kind of good tap. Try that? Maybe? Yeah, sorry. Maybe from here. anxiety. Can we Good, good. And take the time to really place it. Good, good. Yes, keep going. Beautiful, beautiful. Good. Where is the high point in this phrase? Where do you, for instance, where is the biggest dynamic marking? Great. Yes, yes. Can you really feel the energy of, this is a roll, right? Can you feel the energy of every single note and launch it all to the top? And imagine that all of these notes are going to this top. And you can also, there's a lot of ways to play this instrument, and a lot of ways we can use our arm to help us make sound. So you can feel a rotation from left to right. You kind of catapult from here to there, and there's a certain momentum that comes to the top, right? So can you try this, the peak, this is the peak of the phrase, this is the most exuberant part. I think it's a... Yes, yes, don't shy away so quick though, right? You try to make sure once you get the energy, keep it. Great. Can we skip to this part? Yes. Let's talk about the other thing I was going to talk about, which is pedal. So, can you tell me actually how you were thinking of changing the pedal? Like what's your thought process?
Kind of like if there's multiple ways that you can kind of when it comes to a harmony, or if there's a chord change.
Yes. So harmony change, right? Yeah. Great. So I feel like you're not fully really allowing the new harmony to be heard as a fully new harmony. I think there's a little bit of blur. So let me explain the exact technique on how we have to catch the next harmony. You hear how there's no type of overlap of these notes, right? Right, so how do we do it? So basically, well, if I were to start here, I would put my pedal down, and then I would play the chord, and then I would play the next chord, still holding the pedal down, but the moment that I hit this next chord, the split second after, I fully change, making sure that my foot fully lets go of the guitar pedal and then catches the new harmony. So once again, and then play the new harmony, and then change. Can you just try that? Those two chords. can I ask you to do one last thing? Can you voice your pinky a little bit more? So imagine like the fingertip of your pinky is like a diamond or something like needle or something. And then of course the other finger is very well relaxed. Beautiful. Yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. And now I'm gonna ask you to do one last thing. Can you imagine something for me? Can you imagine that you're sliding from the first chord to the second chord? So if you imagine a slide, immediately, it also has to do with timing. Immediately, the color will change and you will hear maybe the dying of going from red and then changing to orange to yellow or something like that. Can you try it? So voiced. Good. Yeah, play this as one gesture and this is this important? Sort of, right? Yeah. But it's kind of like an after effect of something. Let's try this whole phrase and keep the pedal clearly changed. Echo. Okay, good. Are we almost done?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Make sure when you the second chord is also voiced, and if we can feel maybe something a little darker, something a little more underneath the skirt or something. So these chords are a little bit on the brighter side, right? You have a sense of hope. So try one more time. And then more, and then yes, and then a little bit uncertain. So, wonderful job. I would advise you to continue to practice slowly and count as well when you practice, because the counting is very interesting. The way he writes it, you don't start with the downbeat, right? You start on the end of one. 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, and then here it's on the downbeat. Like it's kind of displaced, and then finally by the 4th bar, he ends up on the downbeat. So make sure you really know where the beats are and sing it to yourself as well, the melody. Like just like Jessica said earlier, we're trying to imitate the human voice, no matter what instrument we play. But bravo!